Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Nikole Hannah-Jones says thanks but no thanks, declining a tenure offer from UNC Chapel Hill this morning. Jones says she will instead accept a tenured position at Howard University. She announced her decision during an interview with CBS this morning. She said she no longer wanted the UNC job after the Board of Trustees approved her tenure only weeks after protesting and, of course, a national scandal. After the interview, faculty with UNC's journalism school posted a statement online that reads in part, "We support Ms. Hannah-Jones' choice. The appalling treatment of one of our nation's most decorated journalists by her own alma mater was humiliating, inappropriate, and unjust. We will be frank, it was racist." Joining us now for perspective on all these stories is host of BNC Prime, Charles Blow. Good to see you, Charles. Let's start with Nikole Hannah-Jones. What do you think about her passing up tenure?
Well, I think it's a bigger thing than just about the tenure at that school. The faculty statement is correct. It was appalling, and it was racist. But I think, you know, one thing that successful black people are always having to contend with is, you know, how do you capitalize on your success? How do you extend that success? How do you, make the money that is coming to you that every other professional in your position makes, in addition to pursuing your craft and your passion? And, you know, one thing that happened here was a lot of people with money made Howard just as attractive as UNC Chapel Hill, which gave Nikole and Ta-Nehisi the option of doing it. You know, there's $20 million in donations that were given. 15 million of it was by huge foundations like Ford and MacArthur and Knight, and another 5 from kind of unknown, unidentified donors. But it takes that. Right. You know, how do we invest in our institutions enough that we can make them competitive so our most talented people are not having to be put in a situation where they are disrespected by the other institutions, but the others, they have the money, right? So they can actually pay the salary that you're worth. What happened here is they made Howard able to pay them the salary that they're worth, and they can give back to the community. And that was, I think, a perfect match for both of them.
Yeah, unfortunately, she had to go through that public humiliation like that. But Charles, I want to get your thoughts on a story, the New Jersey story, where that man was going off, and of course, it went viral on social media. That racist verbal assault on an interracial couple. Now he wants forgiveness. Do black folks got to give this person forgiveness? Do we always have to be the graceful ones and give forgiveness? What do you think?
I don't think we do, but I think, you know, one thing that this story demonstrates is the amazing organizational power that the internet has unleashed on the country. That you could have something that appears on the internet, people organize around that appearance. It doesn't take an individual person to do the organization to get everybody out to that subdivision. It doesn't take an NAACP or a SNCC when that was around to get people out. People can organically say, crowdsource collective action, basically, and they can say, oh, we're showing up, and they show up. And so the idea that, you know, that you can simply get away with things just doesn't exist in the same way that it used to exist. There can be public pressure brought to bear, and black people are demonstrating that over and over and over. It goes with, you know, kind of the hashtag of let's make this person famous, which black people do all the time. Somebody does something horrible, they track down who they are, where they live, and they publicize that. And sometimes they do what they did in this case. They show up. And that
yeah, he dared them to. He dared them to. He said it in the video.
What's that?
Yeah, he asked them to. He said it in the video. He gave his address out. So clearly he did not understand that black folks stick together when it comes to certain things. But Charles, I want to ask you about those men in Massachusetts arrested after a standoff with police. What is happening here with this sort of organized type of, who knows what do you call this, Charles?
Well, see, in that case, that reads like a militia. Sometimes it's just regular hate groups who are not militias, and we've seen that in Philadelphia. I think one thing that I would like to underscore, which I have been underscoring for years now, is people have to disabuse themselves of the notion that organized racial hatred and groups that organize around that, like militias, are not solely, exclusively, or even preponderantly Southern phenomenon. It is not a fluke that these people are marching in front of the Philadelphia City Hall. It is not a fluke that these people were caught up in New England in this standoff. This is where that energy is in modern day society. That collective action is there. When you look at what the arrest of the people who were arrested for the insurrection, they were from everywhere. Everywhere. So we have to remember that, just because you live in the North or you live in a big city does not mean that you're not next door neighbors to or in a state with some of the very same people that you're seeing on these videos. This is where the hate is ubiquitous in this country. We have to stop thinking of it as sectoral.
Yeah, and it seems like they're becoming more and more prevalent now as time goes on. I think a lot of people thought after Trump left office that things would sort of quote unquote go back to normal. You wouldn't see this rise in hate groups and that sort of thing. But that doesn't seem to be happening, does it, Charles?
No, I think one of the mistakes about how people evaluated Donald Trump was that they thought that he was the originator of something, rather than a person who, put fuel on the fire of something that was already burning, and that will continue to burn after he stops to put the fuel on the fire because it has its own fuel. White supremacy long predates Donald Trump, and it will be here long after he is gone. And no matter how much he fans the flames, you have to acknowledge there was a flame already there. I think
what
we
happens
get
now
lulled
to the country
into the
then?
belief that progress
what do they
is
do
constant.
about this?
What does who do about what?
What do we as people do about this, and what is the government supposed to be doing about it? What is Joe Biden supposed to be doing about this?
Well, I mean, I think the first thing that all of us have to do is acknowledge that it is a real thing, that it is the thing that we have been living with for basically forever in the history of the country, and that it does not go away, and that it sometimes sleeps, and we think that sleep means that it's dying. And then it springs back to life because I was just sleeping, I wasn't dead, and we're shocked by the fact that it wasn't dying. White supremacy is incredibly resilient, and every time that you put down your arms, thinking that the war is over, is when you're going to begin to lose. What everyone has to do is remember that this fight is a forever fight.
Charles, I think you just gave us the quote of the day. White supremacy is resilient. But we're going to check you out tonight on your show, Prime with Charles Blow, at 10 p.m. Eastern. You always have amazing things for us to learn and look at. So thanks for being with us here during the afternoon, and we'll catch you tonight on Prime with Charles Blow.
Thank you so much, Laverne. Appreciate it.